Hey folks, this is David Frost, mystrategicforecast.com. You're here for another episode of Common Sense Market Analysis, Tuesday, October 28, 2014. This is a daily chart of the SPY, and the power up move continues. I mean, this market has just been relentless since the 15th of October, which was, as crazy as it sounds, just over a week ago. So, or I guess it was 2 weeks ago now, 10 days. Yeah, it was just over a week ago. So, where does this market go from here? That's the question, because now we're in the camp of it's enough already, right? It's due for a pullback, but you have a Fed meeting tomorrow, and the market's going to gyrate around the Fed meeting. Maybe it opens up down. Maybe it goes up after the Fed meeting. Maybe it goes up and down after the Fed meeting. Who knows? But here are the numbers. So my thing is you need a pullback. But because of the uncertainty around tomorrow and the fact that you just have traders that are just waiting with bated breath and looking to spike the market one way or the other, you can spike this market and it can spike up to 200. I'm going to say in between this pivot high here and this low here, right around this doji candle here. That's my number. Okay, that's my number. Just call it 200 to 201 on the SPY. I think you're going to pierce 2,000 again on the S&P 500. And if I had to pick a number in the Dow, I have some notes here. Let's see. Let me bring up the Dow, and I'll show you where that number is just for the heck of it. Right around this top here is, I guess you could get to double top, but I don't see it. I think you stall out right about this top here, 17,200. That's your upside limit in my mind on Dow. So let's go back to the SPY, and where would a pullback take you if it started tomorrow or if it started sometime next week? The pullback would probably take you right in this area here to what is the 20-period moving average, and we can call it 192 to 193. That would be a good target because this will probably be slightly higher by then, and this would be about a 382 retrace from where we are now. So that's a little bit of a moving target, but I'm just giving you an estimate of where we'd expect a pullback to go. And when that pullback would occur is it could start at any time. It could start tomorrow. It could start Thursday. It could start Monday. And it probably could last up until the election, maybe even through the election. That's my best estimate for a near-term pullback. I don't think that we're going down in this neighborhood again, not right now. And so that's my take until we see how the market turns and what kind of pattern it presents itself or presents to us. Then we'll have a better idea of what to do in terms of what downside limitations would be and what new upside targets would be. And the question will remain, are we going to make new highs this year or are we going to make new highs next year? And that's an open book. Not sure yet. As it looks right now, it looks like we should make new highs. And we'll see what happens when this pullback develops and where it takes us. And if we get some kind of like a higher low and we get a good takeoff from there into a year-end rally, that could certainly propel us to higher highs. So we'll see where it takes us. Let's move on to, let's go to the gold market, because gold is developing into what I just mentioned was a higher low. Now, if this holds above this 20-period moving average, and could possibly break through the 50, then you would have set up the higher low, and you would set up to about this 122 area in here in the GLD, and that's not a bad trade. So that would probably coincide with around 1270, 1250 to 1270. Maybe even 1280 in the gold futures contract, and I think gold futures is down slightly. Yeah, it's down $1.50 tonight, 1228. So that's where we are. Let's move over to the oil market. I'll look at the USO. The price of crude, this is the December contract right now, is, where is it? It is 81.72. And we had a little bit of an update in the USO today, and you're really fighting this. This is really coincides with the $80 level in oil, and that was from the November contract, but it's close enough. And you're fighting this level, and if you can get another update, maybe you can get above this red bar high here, and we'll see what happens if you can get into the 20-period moving average. That's possible. But all in all, oil does seem weak. But the fact that, and we talked about this last night, your Dennis Gartmans of the world came out and said oil's going to zero, and Goldman Sachs came out and downgraded oil down to 74 or 75, and all talking heads are talking about all kinds of numbers in oil. That's all the more reason it was going up today. We said it yesterday. It happened today. I don't know why Gartman is all of a sudden the anti-market. I mean, he's been good for years and years and years. He's a really smart guy. But he's been wrong too much lately, so he needs to take a step back and get off TV for a while until he gets it right. All right, so what else do we have? You know what? I think I'm going to leave it there. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I'm going to talk about Facebook, because Facebook is getting just all kinds of faced after hours tonight. Talking and typing, talking and typing. I can't do it. It's unbelievable. Facebook is getting taken out behind the woodshed tonight after hours. And it was down as low as, this is the finish, but it was down as low as, I got to look at another chart here. Bear with me a second because I want to get you the number. Where is it? It was down at 71. Sorry, folks, just bear with me. I'll get it. There we go. 71.65. Which is even below this gap fill, 71.65, right there. So I would say that there's a high probability that you'll want to go down to that number tomorrow. Whether or not it's on the open, who knows? But Facebook is certainly getting taken behind the woodshed. When the numbers came out on earnings after hours, it didn't really do anything. And then when the conference call started, they sold it off. Who knows why? But that's the net is Facebook is putting in a some kind of reversal bar, setting up for tomorrow. So we'll see. Something quirky could happen overnight. You never know. But that's a story in Facebook. And let's make that a wrap tonight. I'm David Frost, MyStrategicForecast.com. This was another episode of Common Sense Market Analysis. Thanks for tuning in, folks.